One of the most interesting characters in Fortnite is without a doubt the Herald. Even though she's been dormant since the beginning of chapter 4, and we have not seen of her, but well, that doesn't mean we can't learn things about her. In this season, we've actually learned a bit more about the Herald that we did not know in chapter 3, in which I will explain a bit of that, but most importantly, I think I know how the Herald will return. And I know I always make these dumb theories up that sometimes aren't true, but I've got hope for this one. Anyway, that was the intro. Now let's go back to chapter 3, season 4. Welcome to paradise. Although it may not look like a paradise, but it did look like one to the Herald. But in this season, this weird silver goo consumed 3 7 members. And so what is this silver goo? Well, it's actually the Herald's power and it is called Chrome. But after this, the Herald was living luxury, as she built her own sanctum made out of chrome on top of the sanctuary. But then we finally found out the true plans of the Herald. Her plan was to consume and destroy her paradise, also known as Artemis, and the island below, which is Apollo, which makes the whole of reality zero. But then the day came for her plans to take place, so let's all prepare for fracture. And in the event, the Herald did actually manage to consume and destroy reality zero, but she was a bit clumsy and accidentally consumed herself. And now she is on the island of Asteria as a tree. Now in season 1, we didn't really see or hear from the Herald, but we did find out that if you go up to the Herald tree, you can hear some breathing sounds. Take a listen. Now that was all we heard on about the Herald in season 1, but now let's get into season 2 where things get interesting. In this season's battle pass there is a skin called Mystica, and she is a luminary. The luminaries are a plant tech based syndicate, and Mystica is the leader. Now if you take a look at Mystica and the Herald, you can see a bit of similarity. They both have a common nature theme and share some reality vibes. And by their designs it obviously does look like there are a lot of similarities, maybe even the same kind. But I won't get all into that yet. And thanks to Mystica's cosmetics, we learned that her homeworld was destroyed by the last reality. And her backbling, which is the remnant blossom, which in its description it says the last living bloom from Mystica's home. So now I have actually explained the similarities between Mystica and the Herald. But let's get into how I think she will return. So for my theory, which I actually have hope on, we need to look back at season 4, well more specifically the Chrome. And when chapter 4 season 1 released, there was no sign of Chrome anywhere on the island. Well, now we are in season 2, and is there a sign of Chrome anywhere? Well, yes. Recently, Epic dropped a skin named Serenade, and there is so much design beneath this skin. On one side of her body, there is this blue liquid which could be known as tranquil waters, but on the other side of her body, well, there is Chrome, and we have not seen Chrome in a while. So Serenade is the official skin to bring Chrome back. Well, what could this Chrome be used for? Well, I think I specifically know. So as I said, that season 4 introduced us to Chrome, and throughout time we were learning some new stuff about the Chrome. First of all, we learned that the Chrome can spread around places, for example the island. But we also learned that Chrome could do something else. It could heal you. Well, it heals you over time. Because this is actually quite interesting, because it doesn't just have the power to consume, it also has the power to heal as well. Now, if you have been paying close attention to the island of Asteria, you would know that Serenade spawns near these weird monoliths. And in Serenade's loading screen, you can see these monoliths are gathering some sort of Chrome. And we know that the monoliths are related to Chrome, and Chrome heals. Well, I'll let you figure out the next part. The textures for the dirt underneath the Herald have been updated, so there could be a coincidence. And so if the Chrome managed to get within the roots of this tree, then there could be a chance that the Herald will be healed and revived. Now there is a downside to this theory. On the back of the Herald tree there is a hole, which looks like the Herald has escaped from it. But it wouldn't really make sense because you can still hear breathing sounds to this tree. Anyway guys, that was my theory on how the Herald could return. If you enjoyed it, well, a like and sub would always be appreciated. But how do you think the Herald will return? Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.